Morning, folks. Let's talk about ranked season 18. Now, as you very well know, I am not a very big fan of ranked battles. I do enjoy the ranked sprints, but ranked battles to me, yeah, you're just too dependent on a bunch of other people doing other things. So, what have I been doing this ranked season? Ranked 16, I had a feelings video, or I put a video out where I explained why I wasn't enjoying the ranked season. I ended up giving up on the season. There was just too many potatoes, and when you're in one of the higher ranks, and let's look at rank 18. I mean, anything from rank 12. 12 is still irrevocable. Then you need 2 stars for 11, and then you get to 10. 10 is an important milestone, because at 10 you get a not a commemorative flag, sorry, you get a service flag that reduces all ship citizens by 10%. Now, if you're like me and you're on a couple of non-premium tier 10s, those flags do help. I mean, my petrol Pavlovsks, I'd take that thing into a match. Excuse me. I'd take that thing into a match, and we are talking 120, 130,000 credits serviceable. So you need to have a good match in order to actually turn a profit in that bloody thing. So rank 10 is where I would suggest everybody try and attain to. But now we look. Rank 9, 8, 7, and 6 is 4 stars each. You really need to be on the top of your game in a losing match in order to not actually lose a star. Then 5, 4, 3, and 2 is 5 stars. So you gotta win 20 battles consecutively to rank out. Now we know that's impossible, because you'll always have some potato. And the way that the system works at the moment is, apparently once you reach rank 5, the waiting or the queue is very long, because you've then transitioned into the Premier League, and they try and actually match you with similar players. So, not easy. Now, I also didn't bother, or I'm not going to bother to do a recommendations video, and I'll tell you why. Very simple. If you want to hear my recommendations on what ships to use, let's start with CVs. CV, Richthofen, Manfred van Richthofen. Good. Acurio, second. After that, don't bring the Audacious. That's pretty much what I'm going to tell you. Now, destroyers. Don't play a destroyer myself. I'm going to tell you what I've seen and my recommendations. And again, I don't want to do recommendations, because I feel that if you're skilled in a certain ship and you can play that ship well, and you can affect the outcome of the match properly in that particular ship, you should bring it. Let's look at destroyers. Destroyers, lots of Shimikazes, Darings, Gearings. They're all good choices. Ships I'm not seeing, Khabarovsk is the poster child for power creep. My Conqueror that I'm playing here has a quicker rudder shift than the Khabarovsk. That tells you everything you need to know about the Khabarovsk. Harugumo. I haven't seen many Harugumos. So, if you're an experienced World of Warships player and you go to a couple of tier 10, by now you should have an idea of what to bring. Cruisers. What am I seeing cruiser-wise? Let's start French. Not seeing the Henri. It's too dependent on kiting. The games in rank doesn't allow for it. Zhao. There's a Zhao in this match. He's getting clobbered. Zhao wouldn't recommend bringing it. Hindenburg. Seeing people bring Hindis, and they try and play it like a normal matches in the one, well, let's call it the back lines, trying to spam HE and burn things down. It's not effective. Venetia's absolutely ripped in clan battles. Venezia, I think I've seen one Venezia while I was ranking up to rank 10. What I am seeing, and I don't think it's a good choice. One's in the screen there is Smolensk. I do see a bunch of Smolensk still being brought. And I'm talking as somebody that has 1.5 million experience on my Smolensk now. I think my Smolensk is my most played ship, so I'd like to think I know what I do in a Smolensk, and I'm not going to bring a Smolensk to this ranked battle. So, cruisers, Minotaur, I do see a couple of them in smoke. Problem is with big caliber battleships and the ability to properly aim into smoke, those get blapped. Seeing a lot of Russian cruisers, Moskvas, Petropavlovsks, Alexander Nevskys. They're doing good. Des Moines doing very, very good. Des Moines is always a fantastic ship. I don't play the Des Moines often. I really need to play mine more. Worcester falls for me in the same category as Smolensk. It doesn't do enough. So that's been CVs, DDs, cruisers. Right, battleships. What am I seeing? Große not seeing a lot of those. I don't know why. I don't think they have enough of a punch or an impact. Montanas, we saw Montana here get ripped early. Actually not seeing as many Kremlins as I would. And I think, and I featured a Kremlin video where I was tanking 4.3 million. The Kremlin, even with Kuznetsov, fairly high skill floor. Yeah, you need to know what you're doing. What am I seeing? I'm seeing a lot of Thunderers, which is kind of strange. It wasn't a ship that was really recommended by all the mainstream streamers and the community contributors. Seeing a lot of Yamatos, some Shikishimas, which is basically Yamato with bigger guns. Not seeing a lot of Conquerors like what I'm playing. And people did ask me, well, why are you using the Conqueror? Conqueror HE can chunk 13 to 14,000 per salvo. I'm finding with AP on the Kremlin, and I did play the Kremlin, and I switched between the Kremlin and Conqueror, all things is, even if I shatter, I set fires. Something like Kremlin, which has got limited damage controls and repair parties, he has to choose, does he heal, does he stop the fire, does he heal the fire damage? You can't play the Conqueror the way you'd normally play it. You have to play a little bit more aggressive, and sometimes you just get taken out. Conqueror doesn't have the greatest armor. What other battleships? Republiques. Not seeing a lot of those. Bourgogn's obviously steel ship. You're not going to see a lot of those. When you do see a Bourgogne, you know the person is a high skilled player and he knows exactly what he's doing. I ran into one, I think, in one of the matches, and he was landing every shot and almost suspiciously good. So yeah, that is my recommendations video, if you want to call it, on ranked this current ranked season. A lot of people do enjoy ranked. It is a lot of steel. If you look at some of the rewards, for 9, 8, 7, and 6, it's 400, 400, 400, and then 500 steel, plus 10 camos, and then it starts with the special flags at rank 5. You get the minus 20% service discount flag, which is really nice to have. Doubt I'll get there. Then obviously the final reward is 1,000 steel, bunch of flags, doubloons, etc. So if you enjoy ranked, by all means, I'm not going to hold it against you. I played until rank 10. I might give it some more tries, just for the Anchorage dockyard. One that is, you need to do 1.5 million damage in a British battleship, receive 28 million in a Russian cruiser, using the Petropavlovsk for that at the moment. So yeah, so there's not a lot of consistent patterns for ship choices within ranked. These the obvious ships not to bring, and unfortunately we discussed those, Audacious, Khabarovsk, of those. But there are the unconventional choices. For example, like me and the Conqueror. I actually had fantastic games in the Conqueror in ranked. While I wasn't able to tank like in my Kremlin, The damage numbers were higher because the Conqueror spams HE, etc. And the game modes are interesting. I absolutely fucking hate Epicenter. I think Epicenter should die in a fire. Arms race is really good, and then obviously these normal battles like the one playing in the background is fantastic. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on ranked 18. For those that are going to rank all the way out, I wish you good luck. For everybody else, stay safe. It's a long weekend here in South Africa. I plan to play a lot of Warships and drink a lot of coffee and have some fun times playing World of Warships. Hope everybody has a fantastic day and a weekend, and stay safe until we talk again. Take care. Cheers.